Co-op isn't built into Minecraft per se, but because of shared servers and real-world play sessions, co-op emerges naturally from the building blocks of the game. Hi there, I'm Amy Jo Kim, founder of the Game Thinking Academy. I want to tell you about some fascinating playtest findings that one of our Academy members recently shared. Their team had mocked up several different approaches to showcasing creative work, including a best of gallery that was based on the number of likes. Now, a few testers found that gallery inspiring, but most found it off-putting and unappealing. One person said, "Seeing this would make me feel sadder about my own work." As a game designer with a psychology background, I don't find this surprising at all. When you showcase a best of list that's based on a visible attainable metric like likes or followers or some kind of XP, that's effectively a leaderboard, and it comes with all the emotional overhead and game the system problems that leaderboards always bring. Theodore Roosevelt once said, "Comparison is the thief of joy," and decades of happiness research back this up. Zero-sum mechanics like leaderboards are motivating for some people, but just as often they backfire and end up demotivating the very people that you want to engage. How can we shift from a zero-sum mechanics and motivations to a more nuanced, positive-sum approach? Good news, we have a course for that. It's called Cooperative Design Fundamentals. You'll learn 5 concrete, actionable techniques for engaging your customers with positive sum experiences. Here's a sneak peek. In this module, we'll cover a foundational technique in co-op gaming, competing with the system rather than other players. A compelling game gives players a reason to engage. In a competitive game, the challenge is clear: beat the other player. And the competitive journey towards mastery is built around striving to win and testing your mettle against progressively greater challenges. In a cooperative game, however, you need something besides competition to motivate your players to band together. This usually comes in the form of a central narrative or group challenge, something that motivates them to beat the system. Thus, the cooperative journey toward mastery is built around shared goals, working with partners, and winning together. One familiar and powerful narrative that can work great for co-op is the Man Against Nature challenge, as in The Martian, where astronaut Mark Whitney must survive on Mars under brutal conditions, using his quick wits and knowledge of how to science the shit out of seemingly insurmountable challenges. His fellow astronauts and the mission control team members band together to save him, overcoming obstacles along the way. By working together, they manage to execute a harrowing rescue mission and bring the stranded astronaut back home. You see this man against nature narrative in many other co-op games too, like Pandemic, an award-winning board game by Matt Leacock, where you band together to save the world from virulent diseases. This setup creates a powerful motivation and a set of constraints, and offers a storyline that most people can understand and relate to. Puzzle solving can also be a great social activity, and really hard puzzles can drive players to cooperate, even when the infrastructure isn't there. In Fold It, a protein folding game that crowdsources 3D science puzzles, the designers initially created a single-player zero-sum game with points and leaderboards. But as players leveled up and became experts, the game started feeding them really hard puzzles, which motivated a group of elite players to band together outside of the game and share their data files so they could collaborate and solve problems together. They actually managed to solve a real HIV virus protein folding problem that had baffled scientists for a decade, and they got a citation in Nature magazine as a result. Another common narrative that brings people together is humans versus aliens, as in the blockbuster movie Independence Day, where citizens all over the globe unite to fend off an alien attack. And when darkness descends in Minecraft survival mode, players can band together to fend off creepers and survive the night. Co-op isn't built into Minecraft per se, but because of shared servers and real-world play sessions, co-op emerges naturally from the building blocks of the game. Now, the purest narrative for driving co-op is human against rules, which is the underlying bare-bones narrative of really any well-designed game or puzzle. Rubik's Cube is a very pure and easy-to-see version of this. Players can learn to solve the puzzle by mastering a set of rules and optimizing their path through the rules toward the finish line. In a multiplayer game, solving puzzles can deliver a thrilling version of this core narrative, like in Portal 2's two-player co-op, where you work together with your buddy to solve tricky 3D puzzles and explore the Aperture Science Lab. And then there's Kickstarter, a social platform where each campaign is structured as a time-limited co-op minigame where players join forces to get a project funded. The stakes are real. If the project doesn't raise enough money by a cutoff, it doesn't get funded. In this model, we covered a foundational technique in co-op gaming, competing with the system, and looked at 3 narratives that you can use to motivate players to band together: human versus nature, human versus alien, and human versus rules. Now it's your turn. Think about your project. How can your players band together to beat the system? What is the core challenge that your system offers to players? What would motivate them to take on a challenge together? Think about it. Jot down your ideas in the Co-op Design Workbook. Cooperative design is just one of the many topics we cover in Gschool, our high-impact learning community for innovative product leaders. This program delivers the tools and training you need to supercharge your success, packaged as an all-inclusive monthly membership. When you join Gschool, you get a trained game thinking coach who will help you customize the learning experience and maximize your results. Weekly coaching calls where you can learn from world-class experts and connect with your peers around the world. Access to Cooperative Design Fundamentals, plus our entire course library, sold elsewhere for thousands of dollars. An energized community of peers and experts ready to help you accelerate your path to success. If you're ready to stop wondering, am I doing this right? And start innovating smarter, join us in Gschool.